All right, so we're here with Karen Ryan. She's going to be doing some breathing techniques, some meditation. I know we all need it right now. Um, so Karen, you want to take it away? Let me pin you. Give me a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Ryan, a friend and a sister to Jovi for many years. Her and I both started in the wellness industry, and we both have a background in wellness, nutrition, and we are here to help the world really tackle their health problems by taking one step at a time. So your journey in your health and wellness journey is literally one step at a time. We have expectations, we have goals, but it's the overall journey from the beginning and never ending, right? Because we want to be healthy and be on this well being track for a long time. In 2012, I became a yoga meditation instructor. I had finished the completion at Yoga by Degrees in Wheaton. And last year, 2022, I received a quantum healing certification. Quantum healing is when you get yourself in a meditative state and you go into almost like a hypnosis, but you're still aware. It's through your subconscious. So right now we're all conscious. We're aware of what's happening, but your subconscious goes a little bit deeper into your brain to take you to a level of relaxation. And during that time of relaxation, your body, your whole body start to just feel kind of light and floaty, and you get back into your memory of some things that maybe you want to come to terms with or things that you need to let go. So in breathing and in meditation, breathing work, breath work, we talk about letting go. You take an inhalation in and your exhalation is letting go of something. So for today's exercises, I have 3 breathing techniques that are amazing to use anywhere, anytime. And it doesn't take too long. But if you come into the practice of breath work, it's only 2 minutes a day. You only have to start 2 minutes a day, and then you can gradually bring it to where you want your practice to be, but you have to stay consistent. So, and meditation just means sitting quietly with no outside noises created by you, although you have no control of what might happen outside, of your space, but just sitting quietly and giving yourself the time to just be still. And that's what we're here to do. So as we go ahead and practice through this, I would just like you to take an easy breath in through your nose. And like if you take your fingers and put them towards your belly button, just touch your belly button slightly. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back. And take another breath in through your nose, roll the shoulders up to your ears, roll them back. Continue to exhale out of your nose and release it, let it go. Kind of wiggle your shoulders a little bit. Now you could be sitting one of 2 ways. One, on the edge of your seat, completely with your feet flat on the floor, knees hip width distance apart, or you could sit your back all the way back on your seat. So it's up to you if you want to sit on the edge of your seat or on the back of your seat. Either way will work. Okay. During meditation, we want this to be quiet. And during breath work, we also want our space to be just quiet. You can light a candle, you can dim the lights, just stay in a nice quiet spot. You could be on a chair. This breath work can also be while you're laying down. If you're laying down on a yoga mat, or maybe you're laying down, in your bed when you wake up in the morning, just release your arms out to the side, take your chin up, roll the shoulders back, and just pause. Okay. So the first breathing technique we're going to come up with is called lion's breath. And I decided to do this one first because it's letting the fire out of us. And it's our first breath so that we could gradually go to the more relaxation part of it. Lion's breath ignites everything that you have built inside you just to come out. And they call it lion's breath because you're going to open your mouth as wide as a lion would is when they were roaring. So I'll do an example. I take a big breath in from my nose and actually from the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is where you're sitting. So it's like comes up through your diaphragm, lifts the diaphragm up all the way through and releases. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in, shoulders are relaxed. I'm sitting with my back on the chair. I take a breath in through my nose as far as I can. Then I open my mouth wide and you look and you feel like a lion. This breath actually comes from the back of the throat, igniting through the body and letting out. I have had practices doing this, but we're going to all try it together. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Take an easy breath in, relaxing your body. Just let your fingers, your toes be relaxed. Shoulders are soft. And just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling your lungs up to the highest capacity. Then open your mouth and ready and roar the breath out. You almost feel your tongue in the back of their throat moving a little bit, which is good because you're getting this vibration of heat and pretty much steam and anything that you're holding on to out. So we'll try it again. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, release. And also by elongating your mouth and opening up the jaw, you're really releasing all the facial muscles, which are very important to do because we hold a lot of tension, believe it or not, in your jaw and in your neck. So when people say I have a pain in the neck, the truth is all those nerve endings and muscles here in your neck associated with the back of the top of the spine and your jaw are all connected. So you feel all this like tense, like we just, people like grind their teeth. Good release. Again, inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Now just gently wiggle your toes and fingers. You could bring your hands together, maybe stretch them out in front of you. Take a breath in and rise your arms up to the sky. Pull through the skies if someone's lifting you up. Awesome. And then exhale, bring your hands back down. Good. We're going to do that again. Nice job there, Joe, with your hands in prayer. That's nice. Inhale, arms up to the sky, hands to prayer position. Reach, 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 reach up. You could take your gaze up to your fingertips. Hand-eye coordination on the exhale and prayer, come down through center. This is elongating your spine and also bringing this alignment through your body and your whole energy field. Inhale, arms up, palms together, lengthen through the spine, and exhale down through center. Beautiful, guys. And just go ahead and wiggle it all out. So that's lion's breath. I encourage you to do this. And this is a kind of a funny story. In 2014, I was working in an office and it was kind of a corporate setting. And I had so much frustration. I was in sales and marketing. So I would actually excuse myself, go into the lunchroom, nobody's there, and I'm doing letting everything in and out. And someone had walked in on me and I was like, it's better me doing this than losing my temper, right? So you could do this even like at your red light in the car or just to let some steam off. But the best thing about it, what we're not even talking about, is your lungs. When you fill the lungs up with full capacity, they're not used to expanding in that such, right? So with the weather, I know it's warmer right now in the climate that you're at. So your lungs are going to, kind of expand in and out according to, right, your breath. In the winter, your lungs are brought back together, like kind of compressed because it's so cold and you're shivering and everything's like that. You just want to keep that flow. So when you're doing a breath work like lion's breath, you're expanding and releasing the lungs. Very important. We don't think about the internal organs, but that's what we need to work on. The next breath I have for you is one of my most favorite. It's called reverse nostril breath work. Now, if you have sinus problems or if you have allergies, I would encourage you to be careful with this. This breath work, definitely seated and almost better seated. You could do it lying down. What you do is you take your palm, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, and you take your index finger and middle finger and you bring them down. So it's going to look a little awkward. And we're only going to use, you could actually tuck your pinky into, so it's kind of like a hang loose, We're going to cover one nostril with our thumb while we breathe in through the opposite. And then we're going to cover the opposite, release and let go. So what you're doing is you're bringing the breath in through one nostril and reversing it all the way through the nasal passage and coming out. And then it reverses the opposite side. Quick little disclaimer here. If you feel dizzy while doing this, please stop. But this is a practice that is something that I encourage everybody can do this. This is breath work. We've been breathing since the moment we were born. So to kind of switch up our breathing technique, it helps with your breathing pattern for anxiety, depression, anything that's going on in your body. And I don't like to put titles or diseases or names or anything on anybody, but we know sometimes when we're feeling a little bit more anxious or agitated or afraid or scared, and we feel some other times when we're super calm. This breath work is amazing to bring you into the calm state of mind, which we all have access to. It's just we have to choose to be there instead of choosing something else. So we're going to begin. I'll say we'll begin on our left nostril. So you're going to take your thumb to your nostril and inhale here. As high as you can, tall spine, cover that nostril up with your pinky, release, let go with the thumb and exhale. Good. Then the next breath in through the open nostril. As far as you can, cover with thumb, release and let go. Now I'm actually feeling a little bit of lightness here. I haven't done this in a while. So again, inhale gentle, very gentle. Nothing too much. Cover with your pinky, release and let go. Good. One more time. Your heart rate is slowing down as you do this, which is another good thing for people with high blood pressure. And just let it go. And then just for a nice cleansing breath, inhale gently through the nose and exhale, release. So what I'm going to have you do is something a little bit unconventional. I'm going to have you take your thumbs, if you will, up to your forehead. You're going to take your fingers and cover your head and gently massage your forehead. And what you're going to do is you're going to start in the middle and roll it down and then come down the temples, okay, of your face and roll up and back to center. You're actually massaging the muscles in the membrane away from the skull, which is giving you a sense. You can actually give yourself a scalp massage at the same time. This is very important during breath work. You're stimulating the muscles all around your face and letting everything loose. So self-facial massages are very important to do. And then just very nice and gentle and let it go. And then go ahead and release. We're going to take an easy breath in through the nose here. And exhale, draw chin to chest. Inhale, top of the head up to the sky, nice and gentle. And exhale, chin to chest. One more time, inhalation, crown of the head toward the sky, elongate up, nice tall spine, roll your shoulders back and gently draw your chin to your chest. Beautiful, come back through center. So just right now, take a little scan of how you're feeling. Let's just have a couple of moments here, just enjoying this piece that we're creating. Take an easy breath in and exhale. Sometimes during moments like this, I take my left hand to my chest, my right hand to my belly, roll my shoulders back and just be. Take a deep, gentle breath in and exhale. And let's just give ourselves a little moment of silence here and quiet. Nice. And then go ahead and open your eyes. Take a big sweep of your hands up to the sky, palms to touch, lengthen through the sky, and then gently release your hands through center. Nice job, everybody. Now, just think about where you're at. Before this practice, it's interesting because I'm practicing breath work for so long, and I have a history of anxiety, a little bit of depression, stuff like that. And we all do. Things just happen in our lives. So here we are, just coming together in this moment where nothing before this matters, only what's happening right now. So when we speak of the present moment, it's this moment right now. So before this exercise began, before we joined this meeting of coming together in this beautiful community, everything else is in the past, right? So we're here in this present moment, creating this calm and this beauty for us. The future doesn't exist. It all exists in our minds. So after years of study and muscles around our face, I'm not going to get into like the anatomy of every muscle, but just basically our facial muscles and our forehead. By doing these simple exercises and practicing on ourselves, it makes a whole world of difference because your mindset is so strong. So with your mindset, you want to keep it centered. You want to stay calm, even in the most stressful moments. You are in control of you. And the power of the mind is so powerful. And it's very important for me to emphasize that. Jovi knows that. It's like the power of the mind. We are in control. We are controlling this space right now for ourselves. We all showed up for right here and right now. Okay.
Explain that a little bit more.
Oh,
more in detail about how powerful your mind is and what it actually does and transforms that into when you're doing the breath work, how that works into the inner part of you.
Okay.
Also your mind as well.
Oh, definitely. So I just reached for this book. There's a book that I've read this book twice. I'm on my third time and you guys are going to laugh. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got like little ear flaps in my book. I highlight it. I've got highlights in here. It's called Power of the Subconscious Mind. And there's some really great thoughts in this book of like, I don't even know where to begin with you guys. Power of the Subconscious Mind. I have this like highlighted. It's by Joseph Murphy, I'll give it to Jovi and she could drop this in here, but the power of subconscious mind. Your mind is so strong. Okay. I'm going to give this analogy and I've used this with clients throughout the years. You could be in a full body cast. Okay. In a hospital bed, right? You can't even move. The only thing you have control of is your breath. Imagine that. Just completely still in your breath. So you're breathing, you're alive, you still have a pulse. But what is your sharpest tool? Your mind. You visualize yourself out of the hospital, out of the body cast, thriving in the life that you desire, you will get better. If you choose to think and to believe, I am stuck here forever, my life stinks, I'm never going to make it, oh my gosh, it's doomsday, you are not going to get better. Your mind is so powerful, you can heal yourself. And that is because our brains are designed by the beginning of time to actually make decisions that are healthy for us. This subject I could talk a lot about, right? It's the 5 people you surround yourself with. So every single one of us can think right now, just off the top of your head, who are the 5 people you make contact with every single day? I'll give you little examples. It could be your family, if you live with somebody, people that you work with, people that you might see on the daily basis of traveling to work. Maybe every day you stop at the same coffee shop, you know, your barista. These are people that are surrounding you, have little conversations with them. Think of the 5 people that are in your closest circle. And I want you to think about of all those 5 people, who's negative, who's positive, who's always like, oh, you know, I can't believe this happened. Who's gossiping, who's talking about others, who's negative about themselves, who's always complaining about money and financial situations, doesn't like their job, can't get out of the way they're living. All of that is nonsense. Think about the 5 people that you could surround yourself with that are positive thinkers, that no matter what happens in life, they're going to get past it. They have spirituality and faith. They are conscious of the way that they live. And keep in mind, nobody's perfect. We're imperfectly perfect, but it's just positive, right? So when you start to surround yourself with good people, you become one of those people. And I can honestly say Jovi is one of my inner circle people. No matter what happens in life, we're honest with each other, have a safe friendship. We lift each other up when the other one is down, and we just vice versa. It's a reciprocal way of giving, just like the reverse nostril breathing. Friendships and relationships are reciprocal, kind of ebb and flow, right? Kind of like the water. So your mindset is so strong. If you believe that you can't get out of a situation, you're not going to get out of it. But if you believe you can, then you will, and the results are going to be positive. If you believe that you can't, then you won't, and your results are going to be negative. I have so many personal examples I could give you, and I'll tell you one that's very near and dear to my heart. I'm just going to go for it. I have 4 children, and I have 3 adult daughters. My youngest son took his own life in May of 2020. Okay, so that was 3 years ago. Now, I'm a mother. I love my children. My son, amazing, amazing human, right? But I have to choose to either move forward with my life or stay where I'm at. And I joined a group of mothers, and they were talking in this situation. And one mom, I felt bad for her, prayed for her. 17 years, she's still really sad. I'm not sad. Okay. I have prayed. I have been released of this feeling. I think about my son every day, but I choose to live a healthy, happy life by choice. I can't make this up. This is my testimony. This is who I am. Okay. I miss him dearly, but I'm still here. I need to carry on. So that leads me to the next thing. What is your passion in life? What are you passionate about? I'm passionate about health and wellness. I'm passionate about helping people, whether they're clients of mine and I'm getting paid or I'm volunteering. It doesn't matter to me. My passion is so much to help people learn how to be in the present moment, how to take control of their mindset, how to know that things are going to be okay based on your beliefs. Okay. It's a belief system. We were taught this belief system when we were younger, between the age of 0, when you were born, until 10 years old. During that first decade of your life, you were set up with your beliefs for life from your parents or whoever raised you. And whatever those beliefs were, now you go into your teenage years and you're going with those beliefs, but you're starting to get a little bit more. Remember, as a child, we were out there playing, having fun. Nothing mattered. Everything was great, right? We had that livelihood about us. Between 1 and 10, between 10 and 20, you become a teenager, you kind of feel awkward. Between 20 and 30, you're trying to figure yourself out. Between 30 and 40, every decade has another milestone for us. When you think about the belief system, you can change those anytime. When someone says, oh, that's just who I am. I'm crabby. That's just how I am. I'm set in my ways. People use that phrase, I'm set in my ways. No, that's a negative belief system. You're not set in your ways. You can change right now today. If you were smoking, want to stop, stop. If you're overweight, want to lose weight, stop. You need to get help now. It's the mindset is so strong. And all I can tell you is that it's something that you can't, how do I say this? I don't want to say can't, because can't's negative, but it has to come from you, right? So you can get help from it, but you have to develop it. Okay. You can work with someone like Jovi or myself, and we can coach you right through this. We're coaching you, but we can't take you to do it. You have to do the homework and do it yourself. You have to develop into the person that you're willing to become, right? That's how strong the mindset is. And I want to talk about relationships. Relationships with family, with coworkers, with friends, with intimate relationships. You have to become the person, okay, that you want to have that relationship with. So if you're fighting with somebody in your family, you can stop it. And that phrase, be the better person or be the bigger person. No, yeah, be the example. I call it the leader. Be the leader, be the example to show the other person this isn't the way it has to go. But guess what? That other person won't change until they're ready to grow themselves. We're either growing or we're dying, right? So you need to grow every day to be 1% better. That's how strong the mindset is. Okay. There's no getting around it. We all have our situations. We all have traumas and things that have happened to us. None of us are worse off than the other. None of us are better than the other. We're all the same. Our situations might be slightly different, but it's by the choices that we choose. And that's with your mind, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of an exercise that is really nice to do every single day. If you get yourself a journal, a notebook, get a notebook, dollar store, just write down how you're feeling and like how your day went before you go to bed. Release everything, no matter what it is, let it go, so that when you go to sleep, do a little bit of breath work and then ease into your sleep. So you get a good night's sleep. Too many times we have so much in our mind, we get woken up in the middle of the night. We have things and situations that weren't resolved. You got to write it down. When you write it down, it goes from your mind to the paper, becomes concrete, and it becomes real. That's something really important that we need to do. It's definitely a choice of lifestyle. Jovi lives like this. I live like this. So many people that are in my circle. I choose not to be around negative people. I choose not to participate in gossip and negativity. I choose not to be around people that abuse certain things. It's a choice, okay, that I choose. I have honor and respect for everybody, whether they have poor choices or bad choices. That's just the way that is. That's just something that I just want to teach you guys a little bit. Raise my children like that, to be kind. Kindness is a gift. Kindness is a gift. A smile is a gift. Okay. A smile is a gift. So, if you have any questions or anything, you can always reach out to Jovi and I can always answer things, but it's truly a mindset. Okay. When you have the mentality that everything is possible and that you are so powerful, you can do anything, it just switches everything. And there's a lot of people that are depending on you too, because once you look out in the world, you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to talk to. We network with people constantly, and people, want to tell like what's going on in their lives, and you can listen to them, but how is your reaction going to be? How are you going to react? That is going to maybe be that ripple effect of helping somebody. You never know. Just have to be real and true and kind. And that's really the key. So for the next breath series of this, we have the lion's breath, we have the reverse nostril. This one, you guys, is the simplest, but it's the most difficult. Okay. It's being in like the moment, the present moment right now. So I want you to, this can be practiced again by leaning back in a chair. I would really prefer you leaning back, just relaxing, or if you're sitting on the ground, crisscross your legs where you're comfortable, maybe sit up against a wall. You can do this while laying on the floor and putting your legs up the wall, or if you're laying down, whatever feels good to you. This is such a beautiful practice, but it is the most challenging because you have to stay still. Okay. And Jovi knows for me, I literally have ADD and I can't sit still for anything. But when I think about my well-being and I think about my organs inside, I've never been one for the physicality of the outside. I've always been intrigued as a student of the body from the inside. I think about our lungs, our liver, our heart, the blood going through our veins. I think about our ligaments. Like I'm all into the inside of who we are, because everything that we put into our mouth, whatever it's to drink, supplements, food, is going to affect the inside of us. Whatever we put into our mind is going to affect the inside of us. Okay. You don't have heart attacks mainly just because of what you're eating. That's not right. You have heart attacks because of stress, and stress starts here. So we want to de-stress ourselves. Okay. So I'd like you to sit back nice and calm. Try to relax the body. I'm just going to take you through a slight little meditation. Okay. So I just want you to take a deep breath in. Nice and gentle, guys. Just as a gentle, easy breath. Exhale through the nose if you're able. If you're having any difficulty with asthma, allergies, sinuses, open the mouth and just, okay. But we want to really train the body through the nose, because that's the most natural way of breath, is in through the nose, out through the nose. Again, in through the nose if you're able. And exhale gently out the nose. Now I want you to open your mouth wide and release it. Take a breath in and exhale. So there's a little prep just to open up the jaw, to release the jaw. This is important. Inhale, open the mouth, and exhale, release. Kind of wiggle your jaw back and forth. Now, no cross legs, no cross feet. Everything's open. Palms could be facing up or down, whatever feels good on your lap. Now just relax the body. I want you to imagine every single muscle in your body relaxed and you're floating, okay? Now my heart rate's a little bit going fast because obviously I'm guiding you and working with you and talking at the same time. But through a few breaths here, I'm just going to stay still, okay? Allow your jaw to soften. Allow all the muscles in your face to almost melt like ice cream. Feel your shoulders, just let them be nice and still and roll down your back. Take your tongue and touch the top of the roof of your mouth and release. And just be here and now. I want you to imagine that you are at the very front of a bridge, very before the bridge. You're standing before it. And now you start to walk. Keep your breath slow and steady. And as you walk gently forward over the bridge, you hear this beautiful river running. And just keep walking. Your vision, your goal is to get to the other side. And you're walking away from your past, anything that happened before this exercise. And keep breathing. Notice your body relaxing, feeling the beautiful breeze just coming against your skin. The sun is shining. You can feel the warmth. And now we get to the middle of the bridge. Let's just be still here for a moment. Don't look back, just look forward. What do you see? And visualize what you see on the other side of the bridge. Take a moment here and begin walking forward again. Again, listening to the beautiful river rushing below. Maybe you hear the air, the breeze, the wind with your ears. Smell the soft air, the warmth on your skin, using every one of your five senses. You can even taste the peace within you. And keep walking as you draw toward the end of the bridge. And take a deep breath in and a gentle breath out. And we're going to be here still as you sit down in your vision at the end of the bridge, bowing your head towards you and just being still. Enjoy this peace and this quiet as your lungs fill and exhale and your heart continues to beat. And take a gentle inhale in through the nose. Open your lips and exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Open your lips and exhale. And then the next one, we're going to inhale our arms up through the sky. Palms to touch, lengthen through the spine, elongate nice and tall. Exhale, draw your hands through heart center. And just bow your chin to yourself, allowing yourself this time for yourself through breath, through engaging and activating your heart and your soul and your lungs, clearing your mind and allowing yourself to be in peace in this present moment. Easy breath in through the nose and exhale peace out. And just open your eyes gently. It's such a beautiful feeling. I just feel like really nice and like light in my head and calm. To get the heart rate to slow down during work like this, super important for your internal organs. On a cellular level, there's just so much going on with your cells. You're giving yourself time to rejuvenate through the mind. Okay. So what I want to leave you with is that your mind is so powerful. You are in control of your own life. Nobody's controlling you. Any situation that's happening, you can change it by saying no, by creating boundaries, by taking your health number one. Do any of you have any questions or anything?
I do. I wanted you to also elaborate a little bit on how meditation works and what are some not not techniques, but like more of the benefits of the meditation.
Well, meditation calms the nervous system. Okay. So if anyone's ever experienced trauma in your life, it's kind of like a train wreck. So your nerves in your body, pretend these are my nerves, they're rattling. It's like this like massive like train wreckage inside. And the nerves become so wildly explosive that your breath, you can't breathe. And it's happening, and the fear and the anxiety and everything. It's just, you got to calm down, right? So meditation and this breath work helps to calm the nervous system. Everything's connected in your body. If you were to look at, I wish I had my book open, the inside of the body with all your vessels and your veins and your just everything. It's such a you're a computer, basically. You're a computer. Okay. Everything is connected. So to meditation, to some people, it's like, oh, I got to take time. I have to do this. It's 2 minutes. If you can't give yourself 120 seconds, which again, sounds like forever. And trust me, there's days I'm just like, I have to do my meditation. And I at least give myself 2 minutes to do it because that's a check mark off of my health and wellness practices for the day. However, it's your nerves, stress. You go to the doctor. Hi, I've got high blood pressure. You got high blood pressure. You're stressed. And you start thinking, what is stress? Stress is every single outside component in this world and in your environment that's affecting you, from the air that you breathe to what you're eating, to what you're drinking, to who you're surrounding yourself with, to what you're thinking. It all adds up. So this meditation goes back to years and years and years ago. I mean, way back, like in the Bible days, go back to cavemen, go back to the beginning. You ever say the phrase, I need a break? From the beginning of man, you work, you take care of your family, you go to sleep, you work, take care of family, go to sleep. We all do it. We need a break. We need a vacation. We need a getaway. Your meditation's your getaway. Your breath work's your getaway. It's for you to take yourself away, escape. We just all walked over a bridge together. We all just felt the sun. We smelled the air. We felt the breeze. We heard the water. We all just did that together. We created that during that exercise. As simple as it is, that's your life. You create how you want it to be. Okay. Yes. Of course, with divine guidance, right? You got to live in faith. You got to be fearless. There's nothing to be afraid of in this world. So for fear itself, look up it in the dictionary, Google it. What's fear? Fear is you believing you can't do it. In my dictionary, it's right. It's true. So, yes, you've got your nervous system. We all need to look at it this way. Okay. I'm going to be really, really candid with you. We look at the physical body as how we think we should look. Okay. Let's say we're overweight according to the doctor. Okay. I've gone to the doctor and she's been like, okay, you're 7 pounds over the norm. Okay. Whatever. So what do I need to do? Stop eating donuts, cupcakes? Okay. I'll cut back a smidge, but I'm not giving up what I like, but I'll do it in proportion. Right. But it's not about the physical body. If I think about it enough, I love my treats, but if I'm going to eat them, what is it doing to my internal organs? What am I doing to my arteries? What am I doing to my heart? Am I nurturing and feeding myself with what it needs? Your brain works the same way. You need to feed and nourish your brain with goodness. Okay. A plant grows from a seed, soil, water it, light, right? Same thing with us. We need our water. We need our light from the sun. We need to be up during the day and be active so we can sleep and recover at night. Meditation in a nutshell is exactly what it says, meditating. So it's basically just getting yourself in a space that's quiet and meditating. I have found times where I was humming. I'll just come up with a just humming, listening to my own rhythm in my head to calm myself down. Okay. I personally have been up against a lot of different things in my life. I get in the moment, but I'd rather be in control of myself than somebody else controlling me or my environment controlling me. Because then what's going to happen? I'm going to have high blood pressure. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I mean, gosh, only knows it's going to happen. I don't want that. No, I want to enjoy life. I want to smell the roses. I want to, be around good people. So meditation has a lot to do with your nervous system. It can be very complicated, but it can be very simple. We all need a break. So when you think about meditation, think about taking a few minutes, 120 seconds to start with, for a break for your breath. That's it. It's not complicated. You don't have to set yourself up and have like this altar or have like yourself all, meditation pillows and blankets and all this stuff. You don't have to buy anything. You have everything you need right there. You got your lungs, you're breathing, you're just, this book that I've read so many times, The Power of the Mind. I mean, you want to like talk about, the modern day of breath. I mean, your subconscious is like your subconscious is basically your blueprint. Okay. I want to read this to you real quick. It says, if you were building a new home for yourself and your family, you would take the intense interest in the blueprint of your home. You would want to make sure that the builders followed your blueprint to the last detail. You would keep watch over the materials that were used and so on. Does it not make sense to take the same care of your mental home and your mental blueprint for happiness and abundance for yourself? If you're building a home, you'd want everything to be safe for you or whoever's going to be with you. You want safety? All the codes are met. Everything's fire safety. Everything's great. What about you? What about the blueprint of your mind, the blueprint of your well-being? Your experiences and everything that you do enters into your life depending on the nature of your mental mindset. What blocks are you building mentally? What are you saying I can't do? Erase all that. I've had several therapists throughout the years, and one that I'm currently using, she's out of Chicago. She's amazing. She says to me, she's like, Karen, delete that. So she goes to a computer and she says, delete that thought. So I'll talk, and there's times I'm talking with Jovi and some of my vocabulary might come out a certain way. I'm not perfect. I say things that may sound negative, but they're not negative, but I'm not using the right connotation for it. But she says, delete, delete, delete. So I just delete it or I erase it. Someone says something negative to me in my head, I say, delete. I don't even let that enter me. Delete, 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 delete. And when you continue to delete something, you're making it go away. It doesn't exist. You're erasing it. So we can all start with a clean slate every day, no matter what happened. Another thing I'm going to talk about is forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for anything you're holding on to. Okay. You're not your maker. So you are forgiven. You are good. Let it go. The more we hang on to, that's how disease is formed in the body. I believe it. Disease is formed in the body. I had a recent situation with myself, and I kept saying, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. I'm living in abundance of health and wellness. And I got my results back and they're negative. So I believe that, power of the mind is very important, and you need to take that moment and those times for yourself. Yeah. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's just a very matter of fact. And, when I'm working with clients and I'm educating and teaching, everything comes from my heart. I just got chills. It comes from my heart and humble I get choked up with a lot of passion, but it's a matter of fact. The only way you are going to be happy, the only way you're going to be at peace, the only way you're going to be well is by you making those conscious, healthy decisions for yourself. And it starts up here in your mind. Promise you that. And then secondary is how you're eating, what you're putting in your body, what you're drinking, if you're abusing any kind of substances, and you have to take all that into consideration. But first starts with your mind. Then it's what you're putting in your mouth. and who you're surrounding yourselves with. You know, it's the 4 quadrants. I always say it's your spirituality, your mentality, your emotional, and your physical. Those 4 work together. You could be emotionally eating and eating the wrong foods that are now affecting you physically. Now they're affecting you mentally because you're depressed, and now they're messing you up spiritually because you don't believe in yourself. So, you know, you got to keep those 4 quadrants as even as possible. And it's never going to be 100%, but the best you can do, you know? So I'm very matter of fact about this. This is how my life has been, and many other people that I've talked to and interviewed throughout the years that I've had things happen to them come up as challenges in their life, and they get through it with a positive mindset. So this book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And it's just a lovely book. And I'm on my 3rd time reading it. It's my go-to. Just brings me back to literally living in the light, living with peace, gratitude, and dedication to my own well-being. No doctor can give this to me, no magic pill. You know, my supplements help tremendously, but I give this to myself and who I choose, who's worthy of being in my life. So I'm happy to be here with you guys and just extend this branch of my tree of life to you, and know that you have it within yourself as well. So, well, I'm going to say namaste. I have another call that I have to make, but I thank you for having me here. And anybody who would like to go through a little bit of breathing exercises, meditation, I'm open for business. And I'm very reasonable, but from my heart to other people, I just want people to know that everything's possible. Okay, thanks for having me. Thank you. Okay.